coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. It gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Completes this one to Pickens. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
2nd and 7. Here's Goff. He gets this one to Boyd. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And then we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Here we go. Check White. Check Spears. Ready.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. There he goes left side. He's got a full head of steam. The race is on. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
Like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Harris running straight ahead. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
That is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
To throw on 2nd down is gone.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. From the red zone now, Goff. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or they're athletic.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown out a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercepted.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Robinson.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Here's Ritter.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
110 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Ritter with it after the play fake. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Goff on 1st down. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Out of the gun. Goff. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
We're good. We're good. Five. Whirling.
Now Goff.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
George Pickens
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no call.
Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
following the fumble recovery. Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Going play action. Ritter. This ball deep for Tony. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Listen.
After the interception, here's Goff. He finds his man Johnson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Now it's Goff.
Finds Pickens out right. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Ritter now. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
This is caught inside the 15. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Let's go.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter
rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Ritter
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here we go, sack.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Yellow.
Ritter now on second down. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
Touchdown, Falcons! Curtis Samuel, 50 yards.
And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Through the middle of the field.
And down to the 28-yard line.
68 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Goff. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. Flush to his right. He gets it complete to Harris. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
The kick by Lutz is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to say
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gets this out wide to Pickens.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Steelers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Falcons 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ritter back to throw.
Man open is Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And quickly they get to the line.
A loss of 11. It's 2nd and 21. At the 37.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ritter eluding the pressure right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd down and 8.
Here's Goff.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
11.
Goff now looking to throw.
That's to his running back, Gainwell.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
88 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 32.
Here's Goff. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
A great play there. 32 yards.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Makes the score.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that.
Touchdown! Deontay Johnson from 10 yards out. And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you. No question about it. They won easily.
Lutz now to kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
First down, here's Ritter.
His throw incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Ritter to throw it.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Justin Madubuike picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Claws red. Set.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Checks this one down to Robinson.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
52 blaster.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. The Steelers' 15-yard line.
Back to throw, Ritter.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Let's go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Trail green. Ready?
Here's Ritter.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll let Robinson try and run. And he loses the football a second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, and they go back to Harris.
And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 21-yard line.
Trouble, 38. Red, cycle. Rail, yellow. Hut, hut.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Escaping the pressure right. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Blue check. Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Ready.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
That's good. And he loses the football a second time.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.